Now, whether two parameters are linear or whether two parameters are proportional, this is such a discussion that we do across different subjects, right? For example, if I take the example of strength of materials, we discuss whether the stress is directly proportional to strain or not, or whether the variation of the stress with strain is linear or not. So the relationship between two parameters, whether it is linear or not, or whether it is proportional or not, this is a discussion that we do across different subjects, not necessarily in strength of materials. I just gave an example, but across different subjects we do this discussion, right? Whether the fluid profile is linear or not, right? Whether the temperature profile is linear or not. These discussions we do in fluid mechanics, heat transfer, etc. So in this short video, we are going to clear one very common confusion between linear and proportional relations. Look, we know that if on graph you can represent any relation by a straight line, then it is said to be a linear relationship. For example, y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c. So this relationship represents a linear relationship. Mathematically also we know it, and graphically also, if you plot y is equal to mx plus c, then maybe this is how it is going to look. Correct? It's a straight line. Assume that it's a straight line, although it's slightly bent from here when I was drawing it, but consider this line is a straight line, just like this one. Okay, so this is the case of a linear relationship, no doubt in that. So this is line A, this is line B. Line A is linear, definitely. Line B is also linear, definitely. It's a straight line. But what is the difference between them? For line B, the value of C is 0 because it is passing through the center. But for A, the value of C exists. Even for x is equal to 0, y is having a certain value, right? Basics of mathematics. So if any relation can be represented by y is equal to mx plus c, it is a linear relation. Both of them are linear. But what about proportional relationship? When you can say that x and y are proportional to each other. Mathematically, two parameters are proportional if their ratio is constant. If y by x is a constant, then they are said to be proportional. Because if you double the value of x, the y's value will also get doubled, right? And generally, we use the term directly proportional for it. Directly proportional. We have came across this term, whether these terms are proportional or directly proportional to each other or not, right? So what does that mean? If one parameter is doubled, whether other parameter gets doubled or not. If it gets doubled, they are directly proportional. If it doesn't get doubled, then it is not, the relationship is not directly proportional, right? So alternatively, you can say that their ratio is constant. Or if you bring x on the right side, then y is equal to a constant multiplied by x. And how do you get that? In this expression, if you put c is equal to 0, then you will get y is equal to mx, which is nothing but y by x is equal to m. M is the slope, which is a constant. So if in the equation of line, this value plus c is 0, then what relation you get represents the proportional relation. Obviously, it will be linear because it is satisfying this equation for c is equal to 0, but it will be also a proportional relation. So if I compare both of them, A is linear but not proportional. This variation, but B is linear as well as proportional. In simple words, if you have two linear variations and one of them is passing through the origin, then the one which is passing through the origin is linear as well as proportional. Okay, but make sure that we are talking about straight lines here, right? So automatically they are linear to each other. So this is the key difference between linearity and proportionality. Okay.